All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Stephen Rentschler. He is the CEO of Nevada Lithium. And Stephen, it's good to see you. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing very well. Good to have you along. Good to learn a bit more about what you're doing. I know the company's been really busy with your field program for 2023, and really it's more of a work plan because you've got a lot of stuff going on. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about Nevada Lithium itself. Tell me about the company.
Well, the company's relatively new. We came to the market a little over 2 years ago with a 20% interest in the Bonnie Claire Lithium Project that's in Nevada, Nye County, Nevada, about 2 hours northwest of Vegas. We've done a lot of work. Probably the biggest news is that we've consolidated ownership over the course of the past 2 years so that we now own 100% of it, which of course puts us into a whole different, ball game in terms of how we talk to people about things like offtake and going further and extracting shareholder value. And while we've been doing that, a PEA was completed. We're going forward now with preliminary feasibility study work. And all of this is in the context of mining.com just called us the third largest, sedimentary / clay deposit globally. As of right now, we have a massive resource, a very robust PEA located in a great place, and we're very, very optimistic about the lithium industry going forward.
Yeah, obviously there's been lots of talk about lithium and how it's so important as the future of the planet, if you want to go that way. Tell me a little bit about this project itself. You mentioned you consolidated a lot of it. Had there been a lot of work done before on the areas that was consolidated into your ownership?
There was work done on the order for about 5 years by our previous joint venture partner. We put about 20 holes into it over time. We've gotten some very high-grade results. There was a magnetotelluric survey that was done earlier in basically a preliminary look for brine. And what we have also as a consequence of a recent financing is a new strategic partner who's very interested in brine. So what we have here is some real optionality as we progress along pre-feasibility and doing all the upgrading work, the confidence work that goes into that. We've also dedicated some money specifically to go back and do some additional work and see if, in fact, we also have the opportunity for brine. So a lot of different types of work. The footprint of Bonnie Claire is huge. It's larger than Manhattan Island. It takes on the order of 30 minutes right off of Route 95, and the gate is literally right off of Route 95 to get into the guts of Bonnie Claire where the drilling is. So just a massive footprint, a massive resource. We've done extensive work already, and there's still a lot more potentially that we could find.
Yeah, let's talk about the work plan for 2023. I mentioned that you're going to be very busy moving forward. So tell me what's expected to be done on the project.
Well, it's a multifaceted work program, of course, all driving towards PFS completion. We're going to be getting out into the drilling season. Well, we are in the drilling season, but we're going to be getting out into the field very quickly. There was just a hurricane basically out in California, which came over into Nevada, almost unheard of. But as we have the field work, we've also been continuing to do the metallurgy, which is very, very important. We've already proven that we can produce a battery-grade lithium carbonate. So we hit the spec sheets on 2 of the major producers. We're currently working on lithium hydroxide. That's going to give us tremendous flexibility, again, as we talk to lithium end users. We'll be looking at a potassium byproduct. I've already talked to fertilizer producers. All of these things in an effort to reduce costs. That's the metallurgy side. We continue with the permitting. We have a plan of operations in place that gives us great latitude in terms of where we can drill and what we can do. And we're going to be doing a lot of scientific work to basically, determine whether or not our PEA proposed method of mining, which is called large diameter borehole mining, is something that we want to pursue going forward. Concurrently, we're going to make sure that the open pit scenario is in place. So a tremendous number of different things, scientific as well as things that will drive news flow for investors going forward are going to be coming up over the course of the next year.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a busy time for you and the team, and that means you and I are probably going to talk a lot, which is good news. So, Stephen, thanks so much. Good to catch up with you, and we look forward to our next conversation, okay?
Steve, it's a real pleasure. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good. Stephen Rentschler, the CEO of the very busy Nevada Lithium.